Hello, hi everybody. Karibuni sana to my YouTube channel. My name is Mark George Njoroge. If you are new here, this is MGN Media. MGN is a space where we discuss about everything and anything that you want to know about the evergreen reigning state of Washington. I'm in a city called Fife, and I usually say I don't know why it's called Fife, because it's spelled F-I-F-E, Fife. But who knows why they call it F5. But like I said, for the younger viewers who are new here, I'm in the Northwest Pacific, in a state called Washington. There are two Washingtons, one in the east, which is a District of Columbia, or popularly known as DC. And I'm in the Northwest Pacific, in the Pacific Ocean. In the northwest, far northwest, there's another state called Washington. We border Canada to the Vancouver side, British Columbia. And it's quite interesting. There's Vancouver, which is called Vancouver, BC, Vancouver, British Columbia. And here in Washington, in our border to the south with a state called Oregon, there is Columbia River, and the city that is next to the Columbia River. Did I say liver? We, leo Kikuyu iko ndani yangu, my friend. Yeah, it's called Vancouver, but all in all, kila kitu iko sawa. So happy new year, and this is the month of love. It's February, penda upendae. So basically my video today is short and precise. We are still in this space. I usually talk about visas. We are still in this space of visas. Today I'm here with an interesting one, and it's an exchange program visa called J1. Allow me to read J1 here on the Google, what it says, and then I'll tell you another one that I'm gonna share with you guys. Exchange visa program visa. It's an exchange visitor, non-immigrant visa for individuals approved to participate in exchange visitors program in the United States. Basically, for exchange program, and it's a wide visa with a lot of benefits. I know friends who have come as students, have come as students from their school, doing courses that are relevant here. They exchange the programs for 6 months. Either you're doing your bachelor's or master's. You come here. I know a friend who came to Oregon, and they went back after 6 months. But the J1 is wide open. It's a can of worm, let me say so. When you open it, it comes out with, it pops opportunities here and there. But today I'm gonna talk about J1 for teachers. Are we together? Teachers, walimu. If you're a teacher, this video is for you. Shall we? So there is this program called FACES. FACES, it's an agency in South Carolina, and basically what they're doing is to, I don't know why the autofocus is losing on my camera, but anywho, I hope you guys are seeing me properly. I don't know what's going on. Let me set it properly. Anyhow, yeah. So let's go back. My camera, as usual. The challenges of doing video alone. You're the camera person, you are the technician, you're the sound, you are basically kila kitu by yourself. But I can't complain. I must pass this information to you guys. So there is this agency called FACES in South Carolina. And what they're doing, they're employing teachers. You go to the website, FACES, like I'm pronouncing it, F-A-C-E-S, FACES. I'll put the link below of their website. So what they're doing, basically, they're employing teachers, and they love Kenyan teachers because we can speak English, good English, Queen's English, even though the pronunciation differs, but we come with varieties of pronunciations of how you pronounce things, because they pronounce things differently. But that's a story for another day. So FACES is employing teachers, and this is their requirements. This is what they need. They need, one, a person of good standard, that's moral. So you need a good conduct. A good conduct, you go to the Department of Criminal Investigation, the CID, have your good conduct. Number 2, have a valid driver's license with an experience of 2 years in driving. Are we together? So number 1, certificate of good conduct. Number 2, driver's license. Number 3, have 2 years at least of teaching experience. Number 4, have a bachelor's degree in education. If you have special education, diploma, the better, because they're looking for special education teachers. The reason why they want special education, you have a higher hand, because we have so many teachers. What extra are you offering? What extra are you offering? If you have special education, it's a plus. It's a plus. So, and you'll be teaching high school kids, and it's an opening. So they're hiring teachers. So like I said, the agency is called FACES, FACES. I'll put the link below on the comment section of their website. Go in there, fill out the application, do whatever you need to do, and then submit it. Don't worry, they will respond to you via email with the next step of action, what you need to do. And I forgot, number 5, you need a valid passport. Yeah, you can't travel without a passport. You can't travel without a passport. So you need a valid passport. Yes, you need a valid passport. So let me say the requirements again. 1, the passport, good conduct, 2 years of driving. That's a driving experience of 2 years, 2 years teaching experience, and have a bachelor's degree in education. And if you have special education, that's what they need. So if you're a teacher with a bachelor's and special need as a minor, the better for you. Okay, so submit it. So why is this J1 very important when you come as a teacher? This is where the sweetness of the cake is. It's per contract, right? You come and teach and go back. Like right now, the schools are on. So the schools will break for spring break, I think, for a week. And then they will they will resume after the spring and then take a long break. It's called the summer holiday. Summer holiday, now, after that, the school's calendar here in America begins in September. So if you make an application now, we are in February. I'm doing this video on the 15th. Today is 15th or what? Yeah, today is on the 15th of February. So if you're doing your application now, be ready. You're preparing yourself for September. Okay, so we need to be clear there. So you do your application. You're getting ready for the September intake, because the school will go back in September. So you prepare yourself. If kama uchukua your degree, certificate and everything, you still have time. Don't worry. The application is still on, but for September for September intake. Prepare yourself. Get all those documents. Si ati inafungwa kesho ama kesho kutwa. So the process of hiring is ongoing. And I was checking, they're not only hiring for South Carolina, they're hiring for other states, including Alabama, Tennessee, Nebraska, and Wyoming, if I'm not wrong. I think 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 or 5 states. So it's a huge opening. It's a huge opening for teachers. If you're a teacher, take advantage of it and thank me later. So the reason why it's important to have a J1 visa, like I said, it's an exchange program. It's an open visa with plenty of opportunities, not only for teachers. You can come with a J1 as a student, as an exchange program for J1. J1, you can come for other things. It's a huge visa which has so many openings. But for teachers, you get all the benefits. You get all the benefits. You're paid. You've come to work, so you get your social. There are so many Kenyans who are doing it at the moment. I don't want to mention their names, but I know them. If you have a family, don't worry. If you're married and you have kids, still you can come with your family, because every visa has a twin for it. Like I usually say, or I said in my previous video of F1, if you have a spouse, the spouse comes with F2. It's similar, M1, M2. It's the same thing with J1. If you're married and you have kids, there's J2 for your spouse and kids. So this is the icing of the cake. You come as a teacher for the first year, your contract is done, you go back home because you're still in status. Kenyans fall in the category of 5 years visa. We are lucky. You don't have to go back to the embassy to get a new visa. So you do your first year, you go back home. You're living here with a contract that you'll come back. So you go back, come back. You do it for 5 years. You are eligible. Get me properly. I'm not making or cooking stories. You are eligible for HB category of green card. You make your application for the green card. How long it takes, that's a story for another day. But you are eligible for a HB category of green card. That simply means you can be a permanent resident after working for 5 years, of which it's an advantage, because after you finish your first year, go back home, nobody will ask you, come back, work again, go back home, come again. Fanya hivyo for 5 years. You are eligible for the HB category of green card. What is HB category? That's another video I'll be doing next, either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And people usually get confused with the HB and EB, employment based. I'll be doing a video specifically for those who have master's degree. It doesn't matter in what field, but you know you are eligible. You can get an employer in America to employ you. There are, I think, 25,000 green cards for the category of EB3. I'll be doing a video that compares between EB and HB category. That's another video. So let me share some nuggets of what I've talked about today. Teachers are needed here in America, especially in the states of South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, Wyoming, and then Nebraska. Okay, those states, five states. How do you get that job? Go to this website. Below here, I'll write the name here. Egina Faces. It's in South Carolina. Submit your application. What do they need? 1, a bachelor's degree with a minor or a diploma in special needs. 2, a valid good conduct. They value persons with good morals. So you need to prove that hauna any criminal record. That's why you're given a document of good conduct. But they'll still do a background check for you. they will run a background check. Hata ukifika hapa, they will run a background check. Check your history. Have you been arrested? Are you a member of a terrorist group? Are you a member who has been, are you doing any illegal activities, drugs, arms, or anything, money laundering? They'll still do a background check on you. So you need bachelor's degree and a minor in special education, a certificate of good conduct, 2 years of experience of teaching in TSC, is it TSC, Teacher Service Commission, or any other institution, but they prefer TSC, Teacher Service Commission. Number 3, have a valid driver's license with 2 years of experience. Is as simple as that. Jaza, get your work. They'll send you documents. You will attach them with DS-160. DS-160 is the form that you submit to the embassy, showing that you have a job open, you have a job offer. Now, that's it. The job offer will come to your email. It's as simple as that. We'll keep on discussing these issues as we proceed. So J1 visa is one of the best that you can come with. Questions that I've received. I have next we'll be doing an R1. If you're a religious leader, it doesn't matter. Translator, you know how to translate. You are a pastor, you are an imam, sheikh, rabbi in those countries of Palestine and Israel. I'll be doing a video for you, R1, coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful to you, remember to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and give me a comment or a question of anything that you want us to discuss. Feel free to engage me on my Instagram, MGN Media, or Mark at G Njoroge. No, Mark G Njoroge. Instagram is MGN. You can talk to me on MGN Media or here. I'm out of Facebook. I don't know what happened. I've been out of Facebook since October last year. So I'm in the dark. I don't know what's going on Facebook. But all in all, if you liked the content and you're new, consider subscribing, right? Tusaidiane, tuonane siku ingine. See you on the next video. EB, HB, R1, categories of visas. Sindio? Adios. Love you all.